adofo etiefo ne ahwefo yɛdamase bio ɛde be 2K News and Blogs so pa channel no first time a wo hwe ya no subscribe ama no like no share comment enso comment section ho so ama ye ɛyɛ nsɛnsɛm a ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ media yi so a bia ne yɛte yɛde bɛdom mo atie ne mpɛ sɛ mekasa bɛyɛ tintinti no mo miɛnkɔ tie
Apacho man, this kakra. What say?
But the fake news now is circulating that resignation.
One who fake news, one who resignation.
That's right.
Mikra mean some crate be resignation as running mate. I say Dr. Matthew Poko Prempena actually say wejai.
And you know, but someone Andrew and now on social media no. We also let people know on social media that again, okay, the Biasa is here. In fact, everyone done that's by there's a Matikuku Pempe Echo Eastern region, Okukushia corner of Manya Krobo. Every could think it only in Ireland for the Juma reaction as running means of the LPP. Rufu or call Yellow Krobo, Kushia parties, and full be the more our Baby Green, and another Menoka say, all parliaments are. We share the majority caucus of EMPP. Of course, with social media, there is a lot of YouTubers across the the arc and one day. We are there, we are part of it. And you know, credit, we are saying, na I did Dr. Bawumia, so on your running me, the man, the new patriotic party, president, who's always a German prepared.
Oh, ain't you resign?
Oh, there be that. Kwame ni ni bi ho abema na resign se bia Elimonyam Sha Dr. Bawumia ni NPP dia ahwedo no mo bi guys Elimonyam Sha na dia today
yo any interest way say on resign here dia but any nam say yes say ordinary adwuma na to
so dia you say Dr. Prempe ayene say akoka chairman penny a Juma or the man as energy minister. He's saying a suitable for a man into your percent or dinner dad during a one day. Didn't mean so now or board of Bawumia man in this other a ben. Rather, a Juma as education minister, a Juma as energy minister, and all the other. The important the Juma to as energy minister. So, if I said, like I say, God could have been your but unfortunately said now social media no your man will be see it becomes also but again create the other and indeed assuming any acquaintance so to best level as a running mate no sap is man prepare and all this
okay 50 minutes and pay now ukra siren there
Bawumia na kwenya kuma me de way
yeah, that's it. Fifi Boafo, spokesperson for Dr. Matthew Poko Prempe, 24 minutes at the top of the hour. Peace 104.3. I think now can be about policy. Me and one if me call back to Miss Irene.
Yes, let me say, look, policy be our objective. We share free SHS policy as brought by Nanadi. The idea is to increase accessibility to secondary education. Mahama policy issue, the objective was to increase accessibility to secondary education.
Okay.
What varies, any the degree and intensity of your kind of saying what you do no to cover and to ensure accessibility no. If you want to say Nkrumah did his bit, but it was not entirely free secondary education in the north. It was subvention. Secondary education was heavily subvented. In fact, when he was presenting the 7-year development plan, what he said in that speech, he said, by the time you can say SAR policy, would have been fully, the plan would have been fully implemented. By 1972, and these were his words, Ghana would have, begun enjoying free secondary education. And as far back as the 60s, Nkrumah envisioned, say, Ghana, Colombia, and here say, Obenya secondary education. But Osha see from a point. I can say, look, Northerners, because of the educational gap, 101 years between the South and the North.
At least it's been bridged.
we are getting there.
Yeah.
And some of these policies are actually very instrumental in that process. Now, we're doing it piecemeal. Access to secondary education, no. Now you're piecemeal. Mahama Baye, no, even Kufuor did his bit. Even Metro Mass and Kola Frudico School, they are all part of enhancing access to secondary education.
But about free SHS, sir.
By free universal free secondary education, whereby you don't pay for cost of secondary education. End
of story. Let me move on. Let me move on. And then Unipa Osei Kofi Akwa, former National Youth Organizer CPP, says, Chairman General, are you talking earlier about the sirens? They also want unlimited speed, irrespective of where or when. Greetings to your panel, especially Atik, my comrade, in whom I am delighted. Now let's move on to the issue, particularly this one. Metese Ura friend Andy Apia Kubi Edibetuja justifying into Muhia. Na Minya Penny Bakwa and Anakumia down for pie friend Ato Williams. Ato says the day after we wake up to various discussions on our radios and televisions and social media, Ghana is very noisy. In the sense as some of the issues that grab our attention seem very mundane. And he goes on and on. It says, the discussion is not on traffic as a hindrance to productivity and a solution to resolve it. Rather, it is about how the select few can get from point A to point B without hindrance by using sirens and flashing lights. How about we mere mortals? He goes on and on and on and on. I'll urge our legislature to show more empathy and have a pulse on our country's sentiments. Power and comfort have a way of warping reality, insulating you from the realities, and goes on and on. I pray that this law will be shelved with alacrity for the good of us all. At Williams, NAD and no Etuja.
Chairman, it should be shelved. The NHS said there's a possibility of reintroducing it someday.
They be shelved it with alacrity. Just,
it should be discarded forever.
Anyway, Ajik,
Chairman,
what do you make of it?
This is yet another reflection of how increasingly, Chairman, your opinion we are losing sight of your foremost responsibility is to serve your constituents and by extension Ghana.